Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skeptock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Monday Night Mayhem. I'm your host, Adam, of Clan Squirt the First, and my lady, I would carry your scarf every joust. And with me is my co-hosts of Peoples. I'm gonna go down the line, and there's Angela.
Hi.
Sora Luna.
Hello.
And of course, everyone's favorite, Future Man, TerrysALT.
Hello.
You know, hey, Terry, actually, because times are getting scary. So I gotta ask, Terry, how is it on Tuesday? Are we still alive?
You are alive, but you are wet because it has not stopped raining all day.
Wait, raining? Is it acid rain?
No, just regular, unpleasant rain.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I've lived in Washington State, so I can stand the rain for a bit. But how
Fair
are
enough.
you doing? Whoa. Wait, are these different kinds of rains or?
No, just regular, boring sky water.
Oh. Oh. All right. Well, how are all you this evening? I want to thank you again for hanging out.
Thank you for letting me hang out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
We need a host. Thank you.
we don't have a lock on the door or anything, so
Mhm.
it's not like we can't really tell anybody not they can't come in, but this is I mean, at least it's good people. But yeah, hey, and Sora Luna, thank you for hanging out and surprise. It's always wonderful to have you hanging out with us.
Thank you. Thank you for extending the invite for today.
Well, it's just honestly it's a check to make sure that I'm still cool with the Canadian folk.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not gonna go away.
Oh. Damn it.
You've angered the Canadians? How do you do that?
Well, it's because of
Our
Donkey.
default,
I blame
our
Donkey.
default mode is deep-seated anger, so it's okay. It's
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta
just
do is
how we
call
go.
him buddy. Just call them buddy, and if they're not your buddy guy, they'll tell you.
Yeah, pal.
And it
I'm not
spreads.
pal, buddy.
So I gotta, I gotta start doing my my brush up into Kineta stand and try and build the goodwill once again. I think I get there. I think I shall get there. Hey, has there ever been a Canadian in a fighting game?
Yes, there has.
Oh, who?
I know Abigail from Street Fighter V is Canadian. I think there's been others, but he's the one that leaps immediately to mind.
Whoa, really? Street Fighter 5?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it on Steam?
Yeah.
I will have to pick it up on Steam.
It's not installed, but I mean, I own it.
Well, I don't own it, so I'm gonna have to pick it up. I am interested in seeing a Canadian fighter.
Throws maple syrup at everybody.
Okay, now that's just a
effective,
stereotype.
it's an effective fighting technique, and then you just, they get stuck, right? And then while they get stuck, you just bop them on the head with the glass,
A glass what?
effectively knocking them out.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Can we log out? Hey, yeah, welcome chat. Welcome everybody. What is, can we lock Sora Luna in? What does that mean?
Lock me in where?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't be weird.
It's I looked it up. And Maxima from King of Fighters is Canadian, and so is
King of
Wolf
Fighters.
from Virtua Fighter.
Cool.
Holy shit, yeah, how do I... Wow, I'm not a
There's
true
more of
Sega
us,
fan.
yeah.
Wolf from Sega Virtua Fighter. And I love Virtua Fighter.
And you
So
didn't know
those
they
are the
that
ones that
person
I
was
could
Canadian.
find.
I know. You know what? Okay, you know what? The show's over. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your friendship revoked.
It's, I was trying to,
Gary's the best friend.
it's... Sorry, ladies. I can't believe it.
Oh.
Wolf! Virtual Fighter! And people still don't give it recognition, and I added to that. Oh my goodness.
I don't like Virtua Fighter, but I don't like 3D.
Well, you're
fighting
not
games.
helping Terry, so...
Oh.
Oh.
From what I've heard, everything Tekken did was ripped off from Virtua Fighter.
Hey, wait,
Like every major innovation that Tekken introduced to the series, they just stole from Virtua Fighter. From what I've heard.
Whoa, are you saying they're the Xerox? The Windows Xerox type of thing going on? Wow, that's kind of...
I mean, I can't tell you exactly what changes they stole because I don't play either franchise, but I have heard from various YouTube channels that Tekken and Virtua Fighter, they kind of just like stole ideas from each other all the time.
I mean, I can kind of see it, but I mean, Virtua Fighter also had weirdo like moon jumps. You know, you'd sit there and hit up, and all of a sudden you're in the stratosphere. So you can't really. It's a unique type of fighter.
I do think Tekken 8 looks pretty cool. I might end up buying it at some point.
Oh, I think you should. I think you should.
Yeah, but it's expensive. It's not pocket change.
I'm gonna buy it for you on Friday.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No. Don't buy me expensive things.
I'm gonna buy you an early birthday present or a late birthday present. I don't know. When was your birthday?
November. So no, you're not.
Yeah,
don't spend
late
anywhere
birthday
near
present.
that much money on me. I'll simply just decline the gift if you send it to me. I'm not going to accept that much money from someone.
That's ridiculous, sir. How dare you?
Well, I'm just telling you now. Save your money because I'm not going to accept it.
He's not taking it.
We gotta play this game, sir. It is a good game. But we can't just talk, purely games, we obviously have two guests here. So this is Sora Luna and Angela. I mean, obviously,
Yes.
you probably don't play Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6, of which we are going to play at the end of the show. It's going to be our final.
I played Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 before I no longer had access to video game consoles.
Oh,
Sounds good enough for me. Let's get Angela to join the fighting. She can play one of the older Street Fighters.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
wait, what? Holy
I'm here
shit.
to cheerlead. You can do it. You can win.
Mhm.
You're all my
Maybe.
favorite character.
You want to talk about button mashing? I would definitely be button mashing
Whoa,
at this.
whoa.
I
Hold on.
can't.
That is a bad word at the arcade. There is no mashy at the arcade.
See, I told you that I'm not allowed to play here.
I mean, I don't think there's a problem with button mashing. It's not going to be an effective way to play, but yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to allow you to do it if that's how you play.
Hey, if that's how you play, that's how you play, but nobody wants to be called a mashy.
But that's why you say it in Japanese. You say that she has very good abare, because that is the Japanese term for button mashing.
What's it
And
called?
then it sounds, you know,
Wait,
it
hold
sounds
on.
more
nicer.
refined.
They have a term for it?
Well, I mean, kind of. Abare is technically when you hit your own button to interrupt the opponent, but the way you do it is by hitting your button fast, so it kind of correlates to button mashing.
Oh, what? And what's it called?
Abare, A-B-A-R-E. It's a
Nice.
fighting game term. It's essentially using your own quick attack to interrupt the opponent, but as I said, the way you do that is by hitting your button
Yeah.
fast.
No, dude. No. We are crafting spells. I don't like this.
I mean,
Either way.
is this news? Did you not know that I know a lot about fighting games?
Okay, well, first off, yeah, I kind of had a feeling you knew a tad bit more about fighting games than your average bear. But, I mean, to be honest, I didn't know about this term that you just brought up.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wait,
I mean,
Terry's a bear?
What?
But no, I mean, I watch
I don't think
fighting
they have-
game content on YouTube. I read the goddamn fighting game glossary that his name Infill set up. I consume a lot of fighting game content. I know the terminology. I know the theory. I'm not that good at putting it into practice, I will confess, but I mean, yeah, I do spend a lot of time consuming fighting game related content. It shouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Terry is Yoda.
yeah. Wait. Wait, do they have bears in Australia?
You have drop
Yeah.
bears.
Oh shit, yeah, drop bears.
Those are the worst kind of bears.
Are they really dangerous?
Well, I mean, I'm contractually obliged by the Australian government to say yes.
And you can't go against the government.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
know where you live.
It is an official Australian law that we must tell foreigners that drop bears are the greatest menace known to mankind, and so I will.
Oh lord.
Oh.
See, I mean, you lost. I mean, Australia looks nice, but you lost me at the giant spiders. But then, drop bears.
Mm.
And then
I
people who are
mean,
really
it depends
good
where
at
you live. I mean, I don't have giant spiders running around where I live because I live in I wouldn't say a city, but like a suburban area. Like you're not going to see random wildlife where I am.
Wait, the giant spiders live in the cities?
No, no, no. I'm saying because I live somewhere that doesn't have stuff like that. If you want to see spiders, you got to go out into the bush, or at least somewhere that's got less city build up. I mean, you don't see them in like central business district. You got to go out.
Oh,
At least
You
right.
don't
I got
see
you.
somewhat.
the giant ass spiders in the middle of the city, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not going to see kangaroos hopping down the street. You're not going to see, giant spiders in your day-to-day life, unless you happen to live out in the bush. Then sure, you probably might.
What?
That's a bit of a comfort, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Australia is dangerous if you go to the wrong parts of it, but most of it that people live in is
You
urbanized.
guys
It's like
have the
a
sharks
city.
that beach themselves and then manage to get back in.
Do they really?
I saw a video.
No, what? Well, I mean, if you saw a video. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I've seen it. Where sharks get really close to the shoreline. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, that shark must have been really, really hungry because it was like partially out of the water. So
Yeah. Ooh, I'm looking at a chat breaking stream lore news. If you
Oh.
can remember the exact date Adam beat Terry in a full match, your name will be put into our raid drawing where you can win the exclusive Terry skin. Hold on. Is that real? Was there a time?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, you've beaten me before.
But the exact date?
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell you what date it happened, but it has happened.
Good lord. Well, hey, good luck to you.
you beat him once last week.
Did I?
Yeah, just once, but
Oh, wait, hold on. I think JB might have a winning number. I remember it was 42069. That might have been the episode.
James is saying it's got to be all three games. Okay, that hasn't happened on
Okay, yeah.
stream.
Yeah. All three
But
games.
you have beaten me like when we played Virtua Fighter. You beat me when we played the Super Nintendo version of Killer Instinct. You completely slaughtered me.
Oh, I like that game.
Yeah, no, there's games where you've beaten me. You've won at Jackie Chan before, Street Fighter the movie. You've beaten me sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, individual games it's happened, but you've never beaten me all three.
And you know what? I think when you pick up Tekken, or if you accept the gift of Tekken,
Yeah.
I think I might have a one up on you.
Oh, guaranteed. I make no secret. I am bad at 3D fighters.
Yeah, so there you go. And you know what? That saves us on having to send out a skin of a skin of Terry for Raid Shadow Legend. Because I don't think anybody can find that episode.
Nah. Oh, like I said, if it has to be all three games, then no, that hasn't happened. But
Yeah.
individual games, definitely. And you could, if you were like feeling spiteful, arrange it so that you had very good chance of winning all three games. If you put like Caliber, Virtua Fighter, and Tekken,
Hold on.
and yeah, it's like okay, like you're gonna win all
like
three.
Skeletor style, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, yes, I'm going to string along all of the games that Terry can play. I don't think that's what Skeletor sounds like, but
The if you wanted to, you could do that, and you would most likely win all 3 games if
Yeah,
you
but you wouldn't
if you
play those
wanted.
games. You'd sit there and be like, dude, fuck this. You'd be like Power
Uh,
Stone, ready to rumble? No, no. Michael Jackson's
Oh no,
Moonwalker? Get the fuck out of here.
those aren't fighting games.
No. Wait,
If
no.
you
What?
if you pick Soul Calibur, then I can't exactly claim it's not a fighting game, can I?
No. That's true. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur on DC.
Yeah, I mean,
What about
you've
Dead
got
or
it on.
Alive?
There you go. You almost certainly beat me at that.
Never really played that one.
Yeah,
I like the
Had
my
movie.
point is,
What's
if,
that?
if you pick a
Whoa,
random,
hold on. Was that Sora?
And I like the movie.
You like, yeah.
oh yeah. No, my point is, if you pick
You
a
know what,
random
Sora?
3D
This is
fighter,
hold on,
you
Sora. This is a family-friendly show. You don't have to indulge your senses here. We all know your background.
Just said I liked the movie.
Yeah, okay. Well, just control yourself
Yeah.
there, Sora. God, then we're gonna start attracting all those ne'er-do-wells. Oh no, there it is, Keeper Dam.
Hey, Keith.
I'm just joking. But you were saying, Terry.
if you pick a random 3D fighter, you'll have a distinct edge. Like, even if you've never played the game before, and I haven't either, just the fact that it's a 3D fighter, you will have an advantage over me. In the same way that I think if you pick a random 2D fighter, I will have a slight edge over you, just because that happens to be where our interests align.
Okay, well, hold on. What about, like, here's an... I don't usually play them, but I'm familiar with them. King of Fighters and Samurai Showdown.
I mean, okay, those are definitely 2D fighters that I'm bad at, but if you've practiced them, then
Okay,
yes, you'll beat me. But
this
if
snidely, snivery Adam with the mustache, and I'm sitting there twirling it, and I'm concocting this playlist of fighters that we're gonna play, right? What would it be like? It'd be Soul Calibur, King of Monsters.
well, King of Monsters isn't a fighting game. That's a wrestling game.
Oh, it has King in the name though.
What's that got to do with anything?
King has nothing to do with fighters. I'm confused.
But it's okay.
No,
Oh.
but no. If you did like an all SNK night, then I think you would probably have an advantage. If you've played SNK games a lot, because I haven't, I don't like them. But yeah, if you did, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, and King of Fighters, then yeah,
Well,
I think you'd have the advantage in that lineup.
I didn't say anything about Fatal Fury. That's out of my league. Oh,
No, but I'm just like saying, the
Last
SNK
Blade.
is. I don't know that one, but
It's kind of like Samurai.
yeah, my point is, if it's a generic random fighting game that neither of us has any experience with, I think I would have the advantage in 2D ones, and you would have the advantage in 3D ones.
Well matched. You would have to play one game of each, so one 2D, one 3D,
Yeah.
and then rock paper scissors for the final.
Well, that's why we do the poll. We let our wonderful audience in the chat dictate our destiny.
So sarcastic.
No, well, I love them. It's because it's always a fun to see where they go. I kind of push it, and I'm not gonna lie. I put the one that I want to play at the top, and then just kind of go through.
And hope people don't get any farther down the list.
Yeah, but.
Well, that's not working because that is the option with the fewest number of votes so far.
Sons of bitch. That's-
James in chat is saying Rumble Roses isn't a fighting game. True.
What is?
but it's sexy
Oh,
as fuck.
okay. The name. I remember the name. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I like it. I mean, I haven't played it in like 10 years, but I remember Rumble Roses on was it
is
the
that on Dreamcast?
PlayStation 2, I think. And then the sequel on the Xbox 360. It basically played like the WWE games. It was just a straight wrestling game, but
Sora.
with attractive ladies instead of WWE members.
I repudiate what Cynic said. But yes, yes, I think that's where I recall the name. You know, there was a simpler times when video games were just purely fun and entertaining. But
Mm.
we've come to a time where um, you hear the term, "Hey, we're gonna have uh, Crazy Taxi be a AAA game," and it's like, "Oh shit,
Don't do that.
what does that mean?"
I am firmly against remakes of pretty much all kinds, whether it be video games, movies, TV shows, anything. Just let the dead rest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even with the remakes and the reboots.
I I used to like the idea of it, especially if it's coming something that was quite old media, and it'll be like, oh, it'd be nice to see, but how they've kind of butchered the story with all the remakes and remasters the last few years. Yeah, I'm with you, Terry. At this
But
point, I'd
also,
rather them just not.
but
Just
also, I mean,
leave
obviously,
my shows alone.
what's that?
Said just leave my shows alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it? Would it be considered a fatigue that we're we're done with the remakes and the reboots on any
I
medium?
think so.
I mean, shit.
I'd definitely call it
I don't
that.
think
Yeah.
it's so much a fatigue as we're just tired of people trampling over the things we love. I think we're being
Um,
beat down with them. We're not tired of their
so
existence.
to address JB, I would consider a sequel to be different from a remake. So like I don't have a problem with your game made $1 million, so hey, make another one. Like I bought Street Fighter 6. I'm obviously not opposed to sequels. This is the sixth in a series. But if Street Fighter had been dead for 15 years and then I said, hey, you know what? Let's make another Street Fighter, I'd be like, no, don't. Make a new game. And don't rely on people's nostalgia to sell it. Just whatever idea for a new game you have, make it, but don't shoehorn Street Fighter branding on it to make it sell better. Because yeah, that's kind of scummy.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think nowadays, no, I get what you're saying, JB, too. You know, some games do, a sequel would do well if done right, but a lot
Yeah,
of times they're not doing it right. And
like,
so, in terms of if you got ideas and they're good new ideas, create it, do it, work with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is, I think the rule should be it can't be made by a different company that made the original. So if Capcom wants to reboot, rival schools, that's one thing. If some company buys the right to rival schools just to make a completely unrelated game and then shoehorn rival schools branding on it because they know people will be nostalgic for the game from the early 2000s, that is kind of my biggest issue with what's going on.
Okay, well, even at that, um, even across with like uh, games and movies, um, inspired by, and then
Yeah, like
built off of what they enjoyed from the original craft, and then building off of that. I'd like to see more of that as opposed to,
Absolutely.
hey, let me, show you my take on the Fantastic Four, or the
No,
Justice
I
League.
can tell you. I can tell you the biggest problem is that games are too expensive to make.
Oh
Like I'm
yeah,
talking like big budget games, the ones that are like made by big publishers.
yeah, but look at
They
look at
spend
what
so
they're
much.
look at what they're doing. Even okay, what was it? The Suicide Squad apparently has lost so many players as their
Yeah.
populace. Because
Well,
hey, you played through it and you got what you got out of it, and there's nothing there. So there's nothing keeping you there.
no,
Even things
but
like
what I
Pal
was going to
World,
say,
where it was a cheaper game or cheaper priced game. I'm sure they spent a lot of dole on the game, but dole breading. Um, but the at the end of the day, they have a lost populace as well. You still have to have that catch to get people to want to stick around or be interested in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think if you have a passion in what you're creating, I think it shines out through it. It'll catch on to the people, and that's where you'll grow your base. You can't rely on gimmicks or any sort of member berries.
I think if you're going to go by the nostalgic, you have to deliver what people were nostalgic for. That's why I think a lot of people are so burnt out with these, because they instead of giving them what they want, is they reimagine it for a new audience. Well, if you want a new audience, just have a similar game but make it your own, right? Um, don't insult a historical player base, but I don't know.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be an easy path to follow, but
Yeah, you think it'd be like, step 1, 2, 3, profit. But
yeah.
yeah, I think the problem is not so much that. I think the problem is your board of directors and the people who think they know what will sell, and I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's
Well,
pretty
sure. I'm
much
sure. Hmm?
another problem is uh, determining which audience you are creating for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's just a big issue with people thinking that they're marketing for, say, woke crowd, and it's something that they wouldn't be interested in at all. Or turning around and saying that your stuff actually is really woke. And maybe it is, but because it's actually what would be considered woke, you're aware of what's going on and you're trying to actually talk against it. Uh, you're actually alienating that base that you said you were marketing.
well,
Mm.
that whole woke business is kind of
Well,
marginalized a lot of.
I will. I'm gonna die on the hill. The old uh miniseries of the movie It was way better than the crap they just released in the
What?
theater recently.
How
And
dare you?
I'm gonna say that one of the main things that I appreciated in the new one, and it really wasn't that crappy. I actually ended up liking it once the second part released. Uh, but the big thing that the modern crowds bitched about was actually the thing that I respected them the most for covering, which was the death of the gay guy at the Canal Festival, which was actually a very serious and visceral part of the book and wasn't touched during the series because it actually was considered not consumable on television at the time.
Interesting.
So it's literally a
So-
case of the two audiences, the people who love the source material and the people who are more interested in seeing what they could do with it now, were very much in conflict with each other.
Audiences engaging in civil war. You know, I haven't seen the 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 newer movie, but damn, I didn't know they wrote that out of the whole movie. But it did like
They wrote it out of the miniseries
Yeah.
because it was considered basically was considered inappropriate for primetime television.
Yeah, I can understand that for the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they actually covered it in the new movie, and I was really impressed with them for actually doing that. And all of the wokies threw back their heads and howled because heaven forbid it should kill a gay guy. When actually, if you read the book, it was very clear that they would be a prime target for it because of the general fear that they had strictly in existing in America during that time when gay bashings were common. And given that it feeds on fear, what better than a person that's always fucking afraid?
Yeah. It would not be a gratuitous kill the gay guy death, which does happen
Exactly.
quite a bit. It made sense in terms of the world of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that would be a good point in terms of remakes. If there was an original source material, right, like the book and whatever, in this case, that now that you're in a more modern time with modern sensibilities, can you actually portray the authentic story on the screen because of different censorship laws and stuff like? Because that would be very interesting, right?
I mean, let's be
Right?
realistic. I mean, how are you gonna be
Obviously,
able
still
to?
something cannot
Well, how are you gonna be able to
be
accurately portray the
portrayed.
book
Go ahead.
with what is it? A turtle on an elephant or some shit, and that's the one that eats the
No.
spider.
No.
However the ending goes.
No. Ouch. Kids.
More so, like I would think more like.
Yeah, and the orgy scene. Yeah, that probably wouldn't work too well
That
on TV.
they left out of both, and I'm actually really glad of that. Now, I'm gonna be weird in this. While they spent too much time on it in the book, I understood the reason for it. It was a type of there's a type of magic that centers around sex. The concept was that they were doing a magic ritual, and the only way that they were going to be able to leave the site of the battle was if the magic was completed, and that's the only way to complete the magic.
Yeah, it's
Now, the
still.
fact that you turn around and had children as your main characters, maybe you don't cover magic rituals that require sex. Mr. King, you went off the deep end there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we covered this topic on on an arcade night.
I'm so sorry. We were talking about movie,
We were.
sort of. We were
But
talking
good
about
topics. It was
remakes,
very
and we
interesting.
were branching them into movies and
You're not far
video
off,
games.
and hey, it is a reality of it. So I mean,
It's better than last week when we ended up having a food show.
oh, well, yeah. Well, let's try
I
not to
mean,
make
when
He's
you're
fun.
talking
thinking
about
about it.
topics. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you're talking
Food,
about
child sex
topics.
magic.
Oh, jeez. Sorry,
Oh
you
no,
didn't have to
potato,
say that.
potato.
No, it's not a potato, potato. It's a
I'm just
turnip and a
saying, like,
squash.
movies are closer related to video games than eating pork brains.
Uh,
Yeah, I would agree.
wait, eating pork brains.
That you
Oh,
don't
jeez.
remember last week, do you?
No.
So, did you
Look, in all honesty,
tidy it
you know,
away?
going through some bits where, yeah, I might be slighted in some areas. So, uh, please bear with me on that. But, um,
No worries.
the but it's gonna, this discussion is gonna make it all the more difficult to run the ads for the
Oh,
show.
sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I still, I still gotta do my job, and I promised my friend that I'd advertise for him, but coming after what we just talked about, maybe maybe we should have a buffer between between the ads and now. Um, Speaking of movies, any movies coming up that you both are interested in?
I don't know about both. I'm actually really looking forward to the second half of Dune. I also want to see Godzilla X Kong and the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Oh, yeah.
I second the Godzilla movie. Dune never was a fan of any version. The old miniseries Children of Dune was okay. I ended up seeing that more times than I wanted to, but it's okay. I'm never a fan of Dune as in general, but I'll probably be forced to go. 'Cause I haven't seen part 1, but if I can't get out of it, I will have to see it before the second one comes out.
Wait, was
The I
Children
kind
of
of I
Dune tied to
hmm?
the movies?
I don't know where it comes into the lore or anything like that, but it was like in Canada it was on Sci-Fi. I think it's one of your space
Um,
miniseries.
oh, right.
It's to do with a pair of twins. I don't remember if they're like the twins of I don't know. It's very Star Wars ripoff.
The
kind of.
Children of Dune was the children of Paul Atreides, and
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Um,
I read the books. Sorry.
I have not read the books. My only interaction with Dune is the PC games from Westwood Studios. So it's more of a RTS or uh, real-time strategy
Mm.
games. Um, So that's my connection with Dune. Um,
I personally cannot stand Chalamet's face, so that's why I don't want to see it. But that's it's a thing. It it throws me off. I don't know. He looks not quite right. I don't know. Maybe he was good. How was the first part, Angela? What did you like? Well, you're looking forward to the second part. I'm assuming you at least enjoyed it a little bit.
I actually really did enjoy the first part. It was nowhere near as bad as most people complained. There was a part where um during the trial of the Gom Jabbar, um Paul is supposed to recite the litany against fear um in order to maintain the courage to keep his hand in the box as it's being burned away. Instead of having him reciting the litany against fear, they had his mother doing it, so it looked like she was praying to keep him safe. And that part was messed up. But other than that, the rest of the movie was pretty good.
I'm gonna have to look.
That's
I'm gonna have to watch it. I like me a good sci-fi film. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
haven't seen a good sci-fi movie in a while. New ones, because I'll rewatch stuff I like, but I
Well,
don't know.
there's not too many new ones coming out. Hold on. Speaking of sci-fi stuff, what is going on with all this Starship Trooper shit? Why is this popping up everywhere?
Church, are they making a remake?
I don't know. I think it's people are. Hey, uh, the bugs were right or something like this. I don't know.
That's kind of what they're saying. They're basically saying that because the the people are so like patriotic, they're space Nazis,
Oh.
and the bugs were just like doing what bugs do. And that
Oh,
the
so
people actually invaded the bugs planet, not the other way around, or
It's
some
so
weird
weird
shit
that.
like that.
oh, okay.
Yeah, why is it popping up so randomly?
I have no idea. Probably because the movie was starting to get popular again.
Well, I'm probably gonna watch it before I go to bed because I do like that movie, and it's a lot of memories of playing StarCraft and making custom maps where it's like StarCraft or fucking Starship Troopers, where you have a whole bunch of Zerg just assaulting your base. You see how
I'm
long you can
surprised
hold
they
out.
never made that into a movie. Unless they
What?
did.
StarCraft?
StarCraft? Yeah.
I think after Warcraft, they were like, oh shit, this is not gonna work. I mean, Warcraft wasn't that bad of a movie, but it was a bad movie.
I wish they'd bring back the miniseries because there's a lot of these titles that should never have gone to theater that should have been made into a multi-episode miniseries with a clear ending and but
Wait,
they
like
have
what?
enough story like something like Warcraft, right? That should have been made over maybe 2-3 episodes so you have a few hours to flesh out characters to really show the different factions, etc., etc. I don't know. Um, Same with a lot of these sort of properties that have a lot of lore behind them.
Yes. And you know what?
It
I will just just a real quick interjection.
Mhm.
100%. Somebody needs to get the studio back together and get Tim Curry back as um commander of the Soviet Union and have him conducting a war against the Earth from space. Let that happen. That needs to happen.
What did Tim Curry do? What's
he
that
was
from?
he was in Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, and he was the Russian leader. And at the end of it, he goes, "I'm gonna go to the place where capitalism cannot, touch me, and that's space." Um, yeah, if we're gonna do
Sorry.
that, that needs to. Oh, okay, never
That's
mind.
wonderful.
Well, no, that's bad because now I just read chat and that's not probably gonna.
That's not good.
Damn it. Well,
Did that actually happen?
I feel bad. No, he didn't go to space. Wait, what? Yeah, I didn't know he had a stroke, so.
I didn't know he had a stroke. What? No, yeah, I did. It was a couple of years ago. Or a year ago. It's been a while now.
He had a stroke 11 years ago.
I know, okay, that works. I know it's been a while now.
I thought this was something like very recently and he's on his way out kind of thing. You know?
Yeah,
Because I'm like,
really
wait,
like, what?
that's not. That's not. Oh, that's. I mean, that's too bad that he did because it's never good. But
shit.
Adam, it's okay. You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry, Tim Curry. Yo, and we were talking about
And
it
it would
before.
still be great. I mean, you could still have him just in a wheelchair.
No. No, it'd be like AI too, you know. Nobody wants that. Ugh.
I don't think it would, but I didn't see the first thing. So.
Well, you know.
well, didn't they bring back in the sequel to that Tom Cruise film that was like with the airplanes? I don't know. I'm
Top Gun?
bad. I hate Top Gun. Yeah, that one. So Val Kilmer's character, and he was quite ill and had cancer and all that sort of stuff. So he's not really fit to really be in that kind of role. But they brought him back and had a good fit for a good ending for his character, taking into account the actor's inabilities. So that's pretty good. It's like
Yeah.
I could do something similar.
They can.
A
Well,
nod to
That's
the
what I
fans.
was trying to say. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good.
Well.
And then you don't really have to do much, like in terms of AI or anything like that, because you're it's still the person. It's just
It's with a lot of assistance. I mean, that's. Hey Terry, how you doing, sir?
I don't know, I'm fine.
How was
We
the
should
toaster?
probably. Sorry.
Well, no. Actually, yeah, that's why. I don't know. I'm gonna do the ads real quick, and then yeah, we'll switch over to the games. If you ladies are okay with going over and yeah.
I'm totally down to cheerlead you guys while you play video game.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see what the Terry. Thank you, Sora. You didn't. Okay, let's go with the ads.
do your thing.
I wanna Satsu still has the holiday bundle going. So if you go, the link is in the description. I believe it's Satsu 2 cents. Let me see here. Doop, boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, OishiFC.com. Go check out Satsu 2 cents' holiday bundle. You can get all of these fine spices. And it was a nice, I think it was enough buffer between what we were talking about earlier and the holiday bundle spices. So, yes, go check out OishiFC.com. And, yes, it is very delicious. And then the next ad we have is, oh, Raid Shadow Legends with the Terry skin. Um, it is not what was proclaimed earlier. Um, I cannot vouch for that, but I can vouch for if you enter in the special code MOTZ, you have qualified for this unique skin of Terry, complete with the Bone Chef hat. And there you go. Raid Shadow Legends. And what else do I got here?
That's an excellent Terry skin.
Well, we spared no expense.
That is truly wonderful.
Yes. Terry.
Yeah.
What game did we pick for the opening?
Vampire Savior.
Oh, right. Vampire Savior is going to be our opening match, and then we're going to take a look at the poll and see. And no, I don't love the poll. You fucking
It looks like Marvel superheroes won pretty convincingly.
Marvel Super. Okay, oh, that's cool. But before I do, hey Terry, would you mind entertaining the ladies while I go and check the toaster on myself? Like, it's been
Alright.
beeping and ringing over here, so I gotta. I don't know why it's beeping and ringing. There should be no bells, but.
Just shut up and piss already.
Okay.
All right, Terry, entertain.
No, I was lying to Adam. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough.
We're just going to sit in silence and wait for him to get back.
All right, everybody in chat, time for a water break.
Yes, yes.
Stretch.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah. or start betting now. Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
What's the game that you guys are doing first?
So the first game
Vampire
is
something.
Who will win? Adam, Terry, or the vampires? I will always vote for the vampire.
Unless Adam picks the vampire, there might not actually be any in the game that we play.
That is racist.
Yes, yes. I'll probably pick the succubus or the werewolf. I don't know who Adam's going to pick.
There's a werewolf?
Yes. I believe his name is John Talbane.
Tailbane. Cute.
And then there is a zombie, there is Sasquatch, there is an Egyptian mummy, there is a fishman, there is a 10-year-old girl with machine gun and explosives. There is a Chinese ghost. I don't know what the official name of the type of ghost is, but it's a Chinese ghost. I'm trying to think. There's the Darkstalker, who is the one who hunts all the monsters. His name's Donovan. There's a lot of characters, but mostly based on like typical monster uh, ideas. Like there's a Frankenstein's monster called Victor.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, sorry. I just find the Victor thing funny.
I think it should be the Sasquatch because they're the best.
I think it might be a character that would fit Adam's playstyle because it is kind of up close. I think I don't know if it's like a full grappler, but Sasquatch definitely wants to get in close. He's not a ranged fighter.
He's a hugger.
Kind of. Not to the extent that the Frankenstein's monster is, but yeah, he definitely wants to get in close.
Up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't that data monster game from Checkbox Games, is it?
No. This is monsters fighting each other.
This actual monster game. Oh, okay.
Because that game would not work with two people.
No.
The monster seeking monster. That
Monster Seeking Monster one. Yeah.
I think that would
I'm thinking
require
Roll the
at least three.
Monsters.
Yeah. I think that game would require at least 3 people, and it wouldn't really be good until you got to like 6.
No, I think you'd need a full roster of players for that one to really get benefit out of the game.
I think six would be acceptable, but generally you'd want as many as you could get, all the way up to 8.
Oh, right. Let me go online.
Hit your buttons.
Yeah, let me fix the buttons. Oh, wait. Let me Bidoo-boop. Wait, that was not the right.
I do think it's funny that I have a ranking of C and Adam has a ranking of D, and the only people we've played is each other. So like we've played enough matches that we're ranked.
It's not funny, Sora, you know.
And like,
you know, I'm glad you decided to join the show just to laugh at my expense, Sora.
You're welcome.
hey, you could easily win.
I could, I guess. Oh,
Just,
whoa.
you know.
This is one of my weaker games.
Encouragement.
So
Oh,
I'm not as good at
testing out my buttons. Make sure
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not a hugger. I am a hugger, but you know, you don't have to just disclose this live on a show.
I was talking about the Sasquatch.
Yeah, well, I think that's a woman.
Oh, is that Little Red Riding Hood?
Yes.
Okay, let me.
Nice.
Okay. Seems to be
The
functional.
Little Red Riding Hood is the 10-year-old girl with the machine gun and bombs.
Ah, okay. Queen Bee. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at the Sasquatch. Though the coloring actually is more like a Yeti than Sasquatch.
Yeah,
but his name is Sasquatch, so. Yeah. I'll go with Morrigan.
Oh yeah, wait, who is that dude? Yeah, let's go with him. That's fine.
I struggle with the efficient one, so.
The Yoshimitsu.
Uh-oh. The game disappeared?
No, it'll pop up back up.
Ah, okay. Here it is, yeah. Nice. This is belly open up.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
It's like a ghost samurai. I think it is.
You've got a haunted fit of armor, I believe, is the story behind Bishamon.
You know, and that's one of the things that I was thinking about with Tekken 8 was, damn, there's a lore behind it, but you don't have to understand the lore to enjoy the game.
Of course not. It's a fighting game. No one cares about the lore in a fighting game.
Well, there are some fighting games where it's like, people are obsessed with the lore.
Well, yeah, but they're idiots.
Oh, Meshy Meshy!
Oh, a Bare, remember? I am.
Damn! Damn. Oh, shit. That's not Jack Gunsky in chat, is it?
It is.
Oh dear.
He's poking fun at you for losing to Terry.
Well, it's convenient that I won then, because it would have looked bad if I'd lost and he tried to do that.
Yes. Oh, cute.
You know what, Jack? Yeah,
Oh, mirror match. Okay.
well, I was
Here
bamboozled
comes
by
a new
Jack.
challenger. Oh, look how cute, like, Sasquatch's little icon looks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cute. He's the best character. I told you! I didn't even know about the game and I knew he was the best character. I always like how they recolor if you play the same character.
Yeah. Well, it would be very confusing if you were both the same color.
True. It's nice because you're like, ooh, this is the warm colors tone, you know, and the other one has a cool scheme. It's aesthetically pleasing.
There's people who have their own signature color, like they insist on playing a specific one, which I think is kind of funny. Because I really don't care what color I am.
I suppose it's one of those well, you know, purple's my lucky color, and
Yeah. That's or they just think it
think-
looks cool and they want to be the specific color every time.
Yeah. Yeah. I blame Jack Gunsky.
Yeah.
He's probably well. Hey, can I hang out at Clippers United again?
he's like, no. Not invited.
That's me. Hey, did they what's his name? Isn't on here.
What's his name?
The dude with the sword and the Buddha beads.
I'm not sure who you mean.
And
You mean Donovan? Is that the guy?
Yeah, and I think he had a little kid that hung around him.
Yeah, that's Donovan. I know he was in the second game. I thought he was in this one, but maybe I forgot. There's 3 different versions of this game. There's like Vampire Savior 2, and Vampire Hunter 2. And I always forget which characters are in which version.
Oh no.
Good night, Jack. Sleep well.
Sweet dreams, Jack.
Dream of Adam.
Yeah. Clip that.
No. Let's no one dream about him. That sounds horrible.
But if they're good dreams.
Yeah. And I just shaved. Just dream my stubble.
Did you have an everything shower, Adam?
Go. Okay. Well played, Sarah. Good games.
Thank you. That was lucky that you kept jumping at me, so I could just keep dragon punching. So
Yeah,
thank
well,
you.
that's yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what the poll has wrought us.
It is definitely Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Breaker's Revenge made a bit of a comeback, but it wasn't enough. Marvel Superheroes has a third of the vote.
Well, next time, I'll put Breaker's Revenge on the next go around. For next
Sure.
week. Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. It is.
That's right.
There we go. Thank you everybody for participating in the poll. You know, did you guys see the trailer for the X-Men, the new X-Men stuff?
No.
Oh,
no.
It looks horrible.
Of course it does.
Say that. I haven't seen it, but I was really excited for it.
I was too.
That was your first mistake.
I just want one good thing, okay?
Like I said, that was your mistake. Let's see. Where is he
Haha,
hiding?
it works out right.
I'll be Cyclops, and let's go, Q. I will have to figure out how to do things like assists and switching characters, but I'm sure it'll be simple enough. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm with you.
Is this the one that has Thanos?
I don't know. Oh, I've got to get.
That's Lovia. I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you pick Akuma?
Man, what the hell would you pick Dan for?
Because you picked Akuma.
Who's Omega Red?
I have no idea, but he's a Marvel character.
He's a Russian super mutant who has adamantium tentacles, I think they are.
Cool,
And
yeah.
I will assume that you are speaking the truth.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar.
No.
I'm not the comics dude. That's that's Quiz.
So his abilities are keen intellect, superhuman strength, stamina, durability, agility, and reflexes, enhanced healing, carbonadium tentacles housed within each arms.
I think he killed Wolverine at one point.
So, like, carbonadium meaning naturally forming adamantium, life force absorption, and poisonous pheromones. Oh no, sorry, I
Dan.
misunderstood. Cardinadium is the Soviets' attempt to recreate the artificial alloy known as adamantium. And it's a more malleable form of adamantium. So red meaning like Soviet red. Cool. Alright. So you're playing a Russian spy.
That's the Janya. Get out of here. A time over. Wow.
It still counts.
I like it. Here comes a new challenger. Oh, fucking awesome. Dude, that was a fucking great match, dude.
Yeah. Oh wow, Bison. Okay. You don't. I don't see Bison often
Well,
in these games.
It is Tuesday.
That is true.
Oh, I like that eye creature thing.
Sama
Whatever.
Gora was his name?
That's fun.
Sama Gora?
Just
Suda Google? Somebody in the chat is gonna correct me. And tell me I'm a dumb. And that's fine.
oh, he can replicate himself.
Bison has many powers.
This is true. He does.
The main thing is construction of the ultimate Bisonopolis. People are taken care of, and he is using his powers for the good.
We
of
did not
all
mean to switch
mankind.
character. We hit the wrong button, but that's okay. I'll manage. Okay.
You're not gonna beat up a little girl, are you?
No!
Yes, I am.
What kind of monster are you?
That's
A
why
Cyclops.
that's why we have an anti-mutant policy.
Mm-hmm. No, Sora said, "What kind of monster am I? I'm a Cyclops."
Here comes a new challenger.
That's true.
Oh,
Whoa.
zangers. Okay.
Chocolate
zangers.
Zangy. Showtime. This one's from JJ. Oh, hey, look at Mega Man.
Ooh, Spider-Man.
Oh. Haha.
There's no way that Spider-Man's shield web thing could protect him from Cyclops' laser eyes.
Well, he, makes a really sturdy web fluid.
See, that breaks the immersion for me.
Yeah, it's not very canonical. I don't think they're too concerned with making sure that the law is followed. It's more important that the game is balanced.
Solomon Grundy. What son of a bitch.
You just want people
DJs.
punching each other.
Good game,
And
sir.
I respect that.
and I believe Street Fighter to end it.
Street Fighter 2.
I mean, we could. I don't mind.
Which one?
Well, I assume Street Fighter 6, but we can play Street Fighter 2 if you want.
No, well, you know, we have Street Fighter 6 already marked up in the marquee, so let's go ahead and do that. How's everybody doing? Real quick before we go into the final match of the show, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, watching.
Assassin says that he always played Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like playing Spider-Man. More so than Venom. We are Venom. Alright, let me load up this game. And also, I want to thank you again, Sora Luna and Angela, for hanging out on this Monday evening.
It's a good day to hang out.
I still can't get over how fast Street Fighter 6 loads on my new computer. Like, the old one, it took forever. But this is actually, like, fast.
Whoa, you got a new computer?
You got a new computer?
Yes. I thought I told everyone by now. But yes, for those that don't know, I did.
Very
nice. I did get a new computer.
Always fantastic.
Yeah. The old one was like 15 years old, so it's a very noticeable upgrade.
You've got a good chunk of time out of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's good that I bought it because Tier had a spare key for what's it called? Midnight Suns, which is a Marvel game. And that game did not work on my previous computer, but it ran flawlessly on this one. So it was a good thing that I bought the computer when I did, because otherwise I would have had a gift that I couldn't use.
And that's really always sad, because then you can't even return it. You know?
Yes, that's true.
Because it's
well, you
a
can.
Key and...
You can return the gift, but like I could return it to Tier. I couldn't return it to Steam. Then he would have to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
So he couldn't like turn it into money. He would have to find someone else to use the key.
I wasn't ignoring you, Adam. I didn't realize I was muted.
Whoa, hey. No. No, I didn't think that at all. I just was hoping you weren't, you know, or bad having her.
Here comes a new challenger.
No, I am fine. Thank you.
Oh, it's Ken. Okay.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh man, I want to try Philly cheesesteak.
Let's see what they try to do here in the
I heard they put cheddar cheese on that shit.
Solid idea. Maybe next time.
Is it not provolone?
I was gonna say it's usually
I thought
provolone.
It was provolone.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this
me
range.
too.
Put one in the pocket.
I've only ever had it with provolone. Maybe is that a regional thing? So like, if you're in this part of Philly, you have provolone. If you're on the east side, you have cheddar. I don't know. It's the gang. The gang affiliation is based on the cheese.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
I wouldn't mind something like that. I'd had a freezer clearing dinner, you know, like when you try to see if you have wet frozen veggies that are like half open, so you like put them all in one pot and cook them up, so you can clean out your freezer.
What about, is there a Philly cheesesteak that you can dip?
I mean, you can make a beef jus, but like a beef dip sandwich.
I was gonna say, not really a Philly cheesesteak, but a French dip.
Yeah.
French dip
Oh my
steak.
god.
It's so good. It is
So
literally my favorite.
I'm distracting myself.
We used to have a place like not that far away that made, oh, it was so good, and they've recently closed, and I'm sad. But yeah,
I would be too.
that was so good, and it was really good. Like they had everything on their menu that I had tried over the years was very good. It was, you know, it's like an elevated pub type of food, the type of place, like a kind of pseudo sports bar, pseudo restaurant, and but I kept like after trying a couple of things, I basically just stayed with their French beef dip because it was just amazing.
I want to try some.
So good, so very good.
That's not a good thing talking about food. It's such a late night.
Let's see who I get. Let's see who I get. Oh god, it's Kimberly. I can't use Kimberly.
Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will
I
need
will
to bring their
manage.
A game to the table. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
Oh, she cute.
Picks up some damage
It's
with
on the
his
little
long
black girl.
reaching attack.
Have you
Both fighters are
seen
sitting on
Street
a
Fighter
full
6
drive
before,
range.
Sora?
This might be prime time to let
Yeah,
it
you
go.
have. You hung out with
Yeah,
us
you
when we
guys-
played. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Saw that. Ooh, will they hit?
Yeah, I like
Whiff,
her. It's just
or
fun.
even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one chases them down.
I love the colors. This is, visually, it's a very nice game.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Hold your breath. KO. Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
Yeah,
Immediate jump in.
beating up that little girl.
Jumps in.
That's no way out of the way.
With the arc stem. Brushes off the impact.
Nice.
So they break. Ooh, yeah, just like that.
Hey Terry, you're still playing with your that like keyboard fight stick type thing, right?
Now
Yes, yes.
a quick breather. So, what's next?
Yeah. No. Why not?
There's still a chance here. Here comes the corner press.
Oh.
Oh. Don't get too down on yourself. Just change
Oh
gears and
man. All right. I guess this is the
Final one?
final day complete. Wait, no.
I think I did well with Kimberly. I don't know how to use her very well at all, so I think I did all right.
No, it looks good. Oh, I like her. That's so cute. I like this.
Oh, it's Guile. Okay. See if I can read up Guile.
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, I mean, that was pretty good. It'll depend who I get.
Oh no.
Luke, I'm assuming.
Now you're just working at my heartstrings, sir.
Oh, it's Marissa. Okay.
are pumping themselves up and are raring to go.
I like Marissa. It's cool.
Oh, so it's automatic. You don't know. You don't get to choose your own character. You just it
I'm
automatically.
playing on random select because if I choose Luke, it's like a bit too lopsided because I'm like a bit too good with Luke to make it fun.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
And
Crutch his head between your thighs.
I have an affinity for strong redheads.
Well, that's got to be dyed. That doesn't look natural red.
They can't afford any mistakes.
Oh, come on, damn.
Don't worry about it. Get your hits in.
I've got to remember how to do some of her moves.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's good. And that's the one I was looking for. Okay.
Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this
Muscle Mommy's winning.
to help strengthen their grounding. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage.
It's no lie, Sora.
From the great in this game is smart game.
Muscle Mommies win.
Can't tech the throw. Looking for a chance. Sonic boom. Shows a medium kick. Nice spinning back nut. Ooh, what a smart flow. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on the... Reads the jump in perfectly.
Come on.
A real test of nerves with impact squat. In there. The pieces are there.
Well
There you
done,
go.
sir. Well done.
Good games.
Good game.
Yes. I'm not good with Marissa, but I do really like her as a character. I think she just looks cool the way she fights.
Well, at least it wasn't Zangief.
If I got Zangief, I would be in big trouble.
No, at least that wasn't, you know... At least we didn't end with Zangief beating my ass, but... Yes! Wonderful, wonderful matches, sir.
Yes.
Snaps.
Sometimes.
And,
That was definitely fun.
well, I'm glad everybody enjoyed the spectacles this evening. And I hope you tune in next week for the same type of spectacles. I mean, hopefully different outcomes, but similar takes, right? So, but yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with the same outcome, to be honest.
Well, I'm
That
sure you
doesn't
are.
bother me at all.
I mean, I can't blame you. So, but yes, we have reached the end of our show, the end of the evening, and yes, damn, that was a brutal beating. Not gonna lie. I don't think I won any of them.
No, you didn't.
No. And I blame Jack Gunsky.
Of course, everything is his fault.
He came in here.
Well,
and
he was prophetic tonight.
he was.
Yeah.
So.
And look at what he did. He's like, he just popped in here and was like, "Doo-hoo-hoo, Adam's gonna lose all the matches," and then he disappears. You know what, Jack Gunsky? I'm watching you. All right. So, I guess this is the closing of the show. I want to thank everybody for participating. I want to thank everybody for joining, especially in the chat. All of you. It isn't worth it without you. You know, you hanging out, even spouting some random goofy shit. That's
the best.
Well, I mean, not aside from what you say, Sora. That's what is making the show worth it, and I appreciate that. but more so, I want to thank the guests that I have that aren't usually here. So, Angela, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me. I always have such a good time.
Well, I'm glad that you have a good time hanging out uh, at the arcade. You know, I'm even though you're not playing games with us. Um,
I'm doing
Hey,
what
I
I would
still think she should
normally
have.
have
She
done
said
at
she's
an
played Street Fighter.
arcade.
I still think she should have played. She said she knows how to play Street Fighter. She uses the button mashing technique. I think next week she should join
you know
join in
what,
the fun.
Angela? If we can get you to run Fightcade, I'd be more than happy to have you play Street Fighter with us. Especially when you say
Yeah,
Street Fighter, like, dude, I'd play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, and of course, Sora Luna.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Glad to be here. It's a good Monday for it.
You know, it's always a pleasure having you hanging out on the show. Um, you are a uh, wonderful person to chat with, and yeah, it's a representation of another country, so that's always a plus for me. I love it.
Very good.
Yeah, you're the
He's
good
tired
side.
of just hanging around with the Australian guy.
Well, I mean,
I'm just playing.
you got you gotta have both sides of the pond, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But yes. So, thus conclusion. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and yeah, I love everybody. God bless, and the zoo is closed.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
Night.
Bye.
Minions of the Zoo is brought to you live in front of a studio audience on recorded tape, even on President's Day. We still work. Dude, that hurts so much.